Good morning, traders. Confirm in the comment section if you can hear me. If you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comment section. If you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comment section. If you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comment section. Alright, traders, it is another Tuesday for us to look for more money and pack out good funds. You know the drill. So if you're just joining for the first time, this is Happiness Hanson. I've been trading for 5 years now, and I go live here every Tuesday, just to show you that all the videos you see me post on my channel, just for you to see how I also do it live. So literally every Tuesday, I get to trade with everyone so that you will see how, I take my trades, manage my trades, how I also put in the discipline, that comes with my trading and the rest. So you all are welcome. If you're joining for the first time, type first time in the comment section. If you're joining for the first time, type first time in the comment section. Let's welcome you. And if you're watching with your phone, just for you to get better resolution, click the settings icon at the top right and change the quality to higher picture quality so that you will get a very clean resolution of the video, and so you'll be able to see the chat. Watching from my phone, everything is clear, so you can do that from your own end. Just click the settings icon at the top right and change quality to higher picture quality. Change to higher picture quality so that you can be able to see the candlesticks well. It will not be blurry. Okay, for those joining for the first time, I welcome you all. So do well to subscribe so you don't miss out on educational videos that will drop, and our live sections that will be coming in back to back. So just subscribe and then turn on the notification bell. It is important you do that so you don't miss out. Now, one thing about this channel is if you've been following this channel closely, you will notice that it is just streamlined into helping you become profitable. We're not just, trying to drop videos anyhow, you know, we're not just trying to drop videos anyhow for you to just watch. It is streamlined into shaping your trading journey. So if you're following me and you're still going through a lot, that means something is wrong somewhere, because something should change by now. You get the point? So, OGs in the house, are you here? OGs in the house, are you here? OGs in the house, are you guys here? I see you all. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. So we're going to start with XAUSD. If you've made money this week, type yes in the comment section. If you've made money this week, type yes in the comment section. If you've made money this week, type yes in the comment section. Last week wasn't really that week for me, but let's see how this week will go. Let's see how this week will go. Okay, so the good traders, let's get to it and understand what is going on XAUSD. We're going to start from the daily time frame. Let's get to understand the trend on XAUSD and how we can also utilize it well. So for those joining for the first time, we trade smart money concept, and the last video I dropped, if you've also seen the last video on top-down analysis, type yes in the comment section. If you've seen the video on top down analysis that I dropped yesterday, someone said we are not chopping knuckles today. Oh yeah, collect. Oh yeah, collect. 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 Chop knuckle. My OGs. Collect. If you've not seen the video on top down analysis, do well to go check it out. Um, it's a very short video that will open your eyes on how you need to approach the different time frame. You know, most of you, when you are looking at the chart, you will just be more focused on trying to make money. Your mind will just be in the money you want to make without you, trying to understand what is going on first. So it is important you understand what is going on in the market step by step from the higher time frame all the way down to the lower time frame before you now decide to take action, whether you will buy or whether you will sell. So please, let's pay close attention. I can see in the comment section I just passed my prop firm in one day because of you. Nice, 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 nice. Congratulations. Let's get to it and see if we'll pack out funds today. So on XAUUSD, the first thing we're going to map out is where the market is dropping from. So pay close attention. We are not just here to catch signals, but to learn too. Okay? Trying to zoom in everything so that everybody will see whether you're watching with your phone, laptop, or. Okay, so let's get to it. The resistance level is here. You can see price tapped in, dropped, tapped in again, dropped. It's a very strong resistance level from the daily time frame, which actually turned gold to a bearish trend. But then we also need to map out this break of structure here, which was the last break of structure before price tapped into this resistance level. Someone is asking what time frame. We're looking at gold from the daily time frame. And now from the daily time frame, if we're trying to map out the order block that caused this break of structure, it will be this particular order block. But you can see price has pierced through, and now the market is reacting generally to the origin that caused this particular break of structure. So I'll just map it out as support level here. I think that is all we need to see from the daily time frame. So let's head straight to the 4-hour time frame. Now from 4-hour time frame, this particular support level I've mapped out. We have an order block there. We have an order block there. So let's get to read the structure properly. Okay. So there's this break of structure, although we can call this one, yes, this is a break of structure. This was also the last break of structure. And then change of character occurred here. Price came back into the origin, dished out more buys, and you can see the sell from the daily time frame, which you can see from the higher time frame. This sell is more of a correctional move into this point. So we're going to also read the structure. Although from the higher time frame is more of a correctional move, but then if you go to the lower time frame, you will notice that this particular move turned the market to a bearish trend. Okay, so after this break of structure, we got a change of character. can see break of structure to the downside, then break of structure to the downside. Okay, so let's visit 2 hour time frame. Okay, so from 2 hour time frame, we'll still have to refine this particular origin here, and then from the sell momentum, we have this other block here from 2 hour time frame to wait for. And now also checking where the current market price is reacting to, that is this push up here. You will notice that price tapped into this point, this level here. Now from this particular other block we have from 2 hours, I am expecting price to come and tap in here and introduce the buyers in full. So let's keep refining to 1 hour. Now 1 hour, this is what we have. Let's refine to 1 hour order block. Okay, 30 minutes. So 30 minutes order block will be here. And then let's get to arrange this well. Break of structure. Now this is the origin. Let's now go to our entry time frame and understand what is going on in full. Okay, so let's refine this other block that we got from the higher time frame. Let's refine it to 15 minutes other block. Now 15 minutes other block will be here. Okay. Now, where can we set our traps? We got this massive drop on XAUSD yesterday. You know, after price created this particular break of structure here, price tapped into the origin and we got this massive drop. So if we want to set our traps strategically, we also expect price to come back here for us to take a decent sell. But then we're going to work with confirmation. If price should come there, we're not going to set pending order just like that because I'm observing the movement. We also have another order block here, this one here. Okay, with FVG intact. So this is what we have. Now currently we have this correctional move that is ongoing, which I've been monitoring since yesterday after gold dropped. We got this break of structure. Now this is actually the origin that caused the break of structure, but you can see gold pierced through but reacted generally to the general origin, which is here. So we can just say reacted off this support level, and then you can see that we have this particular break of structure here. So I saw this setup this morning, but I'm just observing. So this particular break of structure, this being the origin that caused the break of structure. Now price has tapped in and is dishing out a decent buy. So I want to use this to confirm whether the buyers are in full. You get the point? Because last week we got tricked by a buy momentum. When we were thinking that the buyers were in, but the sellers were still in the market. So we need to be careful this week. So now, this is what I want to see. If we get a new break of structure here, then price coming back into the origin that caused the break of structure, we can now buy, maybe take profits around somewhere here, and then look out for possible sell off from here too, or whether price will break further to the upside. So that is what we have on XAUSD. So if you trade gold, just pay attention to this. Um, this key zones I've mapped out. If you're looking to sell, I trade gold too. So if I'm looking to sell, preferably it will be here. But then with confirmation, that is why I'm not going to map out the coordinates and the rest. So we just need to observe to see whether number one, the buyers are ready to give us this correctional move, because I want us to also catch this move back up. And then when price gets here or here, we'll know whether the sellers are also in, and then we'll take our entries. Now, most of you may be asking, how are we going to know? It's through the structure markets will be creating. Now, why I don't want us to take a buy here, just because the momentum is still kind of low. So I wouldn't want us to come and be matching, queuing up here. So I want the momentum to, you know, give us a strong push, and then we'll know the next line of action. So I'm just going to put an alert here. I also put an alert here. And then for this particular break of structure, because I'm also waiting for that so that I will just know whether the buyers are in. If I get a very strong break of structure, then it will give me more confirmation that buyers can, pierce through this particular order block here and also get to this one. So let's see how it goes. For now, no entry on gold. No entry on gold for now. So even if we want to catch something nice, this has given us, we have an internal break of structure. I'm just seeing this one now. That's why when doing your analysis, you need to open your eyes to see what is ongoing. So we have this internal break of structure here. Now this is the other block. So if we are trying to take a buy here, stop loss is going to be somewhere here, and then take profit will be here, because this is the point of retracement, or maybe we'll just target here. Okay. So let me know what you guys think about this particular setup. That is if gold will come back to that person. So this is more like a continuation trend, but I wouldn't want to take this one. Let's be sure. Let me clean it off. So let's just wait for that confirmation. Let's wait for that confirmation. I wouldn't want to take that buy. I need that proof that buyers are in fully, because all these movements, they are just too choppy. It's only this one that is healthy enough. But then if I get that break of structure, retracement into the origin, I can now buy. So please take note, no rush, guys. No rush. That's what we have on XAUSD. So let's head to GBP Okay, so on GBP we also have price reacting off this very strong resistance level from the daily time frame. And if you check, this was the last record structure. And then price mitigated the origin. The origin dished out a buy, but it didn't give us a new record structure, which now introduced the sellers. So refining the origin to 4-hour time frame. So you can see when price tapped in, dished out a buy, but then the sellers still suppressing it. So it's literally created a range here. You can see what's going on here, where price is just pushing from support to resistance back to support, resistance. So, but let's get to read the structure and know how we can approach this. Okay, so from the 4-hour time frame, I can see this breakout structure, and then a change of character occurred here. Then a breakout structure too. So you can see generally this is the origin that has been holding the buyers from breaking this point, and now it's finally dishing out a very good sell on GJ. So I'm going to take this out and mark it out in full as support level because price has mitigated it. So let's visit the 2-hour time frame. Now from 2-hour time frame, we still have this origin in play after I dished out this record structure. So it has dished out the movement honestly in full because if you are trying to sell from here, this is where your take profit will be and price is almost there. So let's visit 1 hour and also read the structure. So from 1 hour, the origin is still here. And then if we are trying to read the structure here from 1 hour, we have this record structure. Change of character occurred here. Change of character. The last here. That's BOS. Okay, so that simply means we have something there. Let's visit 30 minutes. So guys, confirm in the comments if everything is loud and clear. Hope my network is not disturbing. Confirm if you can hear me and the network is not disturbing. Okay, now from 30 minutes, this is what we have. This record structure, we have something here, and we also have an origin here. From this support level, from 30 minutes, we have an order block here, which can still send the market back up. Let's view from 15 minutes. Then we'll know the next line of action. So for 15 minutes, we'll still bring back our support level because 15 minutes, there is no clear order block there. So from my own end, I just want GJ to either break this support or maybe give more confirmation that it is pushing up because price is literally ranging and I wouldn't want to be caught up inside that type of movement. But then for 15 minutes, we have a clean structure. So we have this point here. We also have this origin, which is more like the extreme level that caused this particular change of character. So if we are trying to catch more push on GJ, we can set this trap. Stop loss a little bit above the last week rejection, somewhere here, and then we'll target to the downside, which is going to be a trade of 1:3. Now the question will be, is GJ ready to come back there? As you can see how it is tilting to the downside, creating more break of structures. This is the new break of structure now. Created this break of structure, tapped into the FVG and it's dropping to the downside. So we'll have this. This is a very decent point to drop GJ again if price should, try to retrace. We have everything intact, all our confidences, so we don't need to hesitate to take our trades. All we just need to do is all right, traders, confirm if you can hear me. I had to switch network. The network was lagging, so I had to switch. Confirm if you can hear me, please. So confirm in the comment section if you can hear me. So the network was lagging. I had to switch. Sorry for the little glitch. So quickly change your quality to higher picture quality so that everything will be clear. Okay, so let's continue. Now, following the trend, if GJ can come up to this point, we can take another sell. We also have liquidity intact. So we're going to set a pending order here just for a push, then we'll drop GJ. All these things, I see them as, inducement. So I'm expecting price to just clear them. And then when price gets to this support, I'll also be looking to, you know, check out for a buy, but we're not going to put a pending order for a buy there because it's a support level. So we just need to work with confirmation. So let's quickly write out the coordinates for this particular cell setup on GJ. It's a trade of 1:3 risk to reward ratio. It's a trade of 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so it's going to be a buy limit, sorry, sell limit on GBP JPY. Entry price on this particular trade. Can you guys see my chart now? Can you guys see my chart? Can you guys see my chat? I guess the comment is lagging behind. Okay. Okay. Nice. Because I can see I cannot see your chat in the comment section. I know we fixed that already. Okay. All right. So entry price for this will be 198.311, and then take profit. So take profit for this trade is around 72 pips, and it will be 197.582. Stop loss is 24 pips away, which is 198.549. So guys, apply proper risk management. Okay, so this will be the first setup for today. We're looking to drop GJ to the downside. Let's see how it will go. Let's see whether price will pierce through all these things, clear all these liquidities, and then tap in, will drop GJ. Is that clear, guys? Is it clear? Okay, so let's visit BTC. But before we do that, let's take a look at gold. Okay, interesting. So gold is giving us the movements already. If we had wanted to take that buy, it missed us out. So it would have just been an instant execution. So I'm gonna put this line here so we'll get notification, because I feel like the buyers are ready to take over. So I want to work with a very nice confirmation on gold. Remember, once we get this break of structure position for gold to come and tap into the origin that caused the break of structure, and then we will buy and scatter all these supply zones here. So get ready, guys. Get ready. Get ready. This push is giving me that confirmation that gold is the buyers are in. After this confirmation, this push, and then we have another push. So be warming up, be warming up. We want to scatter all these things and send gold back up. But then, even as we want to scatter it, we'll still put our take profits there, just in case. Just in case the sellers would want to scatter you too. So that as they are trying to scatter, we'll run away and join the one that would want to scatter more. Okay, when trading, you don't pick sides, so it will just be watching. It's more like the buyers and the sellers they are fighting, and you are in the middle. So you don't need to come and say, "I support the buyers." Yes, I support them. You people, you've been selling since, so we are ready to buy. No, if they are fighting, and then you are noticing that it's the sellers that are winning, you generally go and join the sellers. If you now notice that the sellers are losing, you generally go and join the buyers. But most of you, you hate sellers or you hate buyers. You've already selected your own true sentiment. That's not how trading is. Oh. You just need to focus on what you see. What you see. Don't be like, oh, this thing, you've been buying too much. It's time for you to sell. I beg. Allow sellers to do something small and then you will not go and sell. You will see your money too leaving you. Okay, so this is BTC. So on BTC, the structure of BTC is creating because generally we have this break of structure here with this origin here. Price is very far from the origin, but you can see there was a major drop on BTC, I think last week, which tapped into this FVG, and then it is sending the market back up. So let's visit 4 hour time frame. Now we have this FVG here too, which is where price tapped into. Now the last push, which is the highest high on BTC, was here. So we'll still map it out. We'll map out the key level. Okay. And then we got this break of structure to the downside here with this origin, which price has tapped into. Now, if the sellers are ready, they can drop it on BTC. They can still drop BTC from here. But then let's view from 2 hour time frame and know the next line of action. Okay, so from 2 hour time frame, we can just generally map everything out here. This price is reacting there at the moment, and then this was the last break of structure before price tapped in. So let's check. We now have a change of character here. But then after the change of character, price still came into this origin, tapped in, and is pushing up because there is a break of structure there. So we're going to map this out as resistance level because price has mitigated here a lot of times. So resistance level. Currently, this is what we have on BTC. This push to the upside. So let's get to read from now. If you check from 1 hour time frame, you can see price missed out on the other block but tapped into FVG. Okay, so from 1 hour time frame, we would have called this a break of structure, but it's a weak rejection break there. So we can just map this out as a break of structure. Now price has positioned this particular origin here Same thing from 30 minutes. This particular origin, although it has been mitigated. Now, if you check the momentum the buyers are coming with, they want to pierce through this origin. So we're going to take it out. So from 30 minutes, it was a clear break of structure here. Then we can now change this to, a change of character. Okay. And then 15 minutes. Okay, still from 15 minutes, price missed out on the origin but tapped into FVG, but the buy is pushing already. Okay, so really the internal structure of this particular movement, this is the current structure. The price tap into the origin. Okay, reacted off FVG and is trying to push up. So on BTC, we just need to wait for it to come here because for the buy, it has pushed already. The movement has started. So on BTC, we need to wait for it here to see how price will react to this resistance level, and then we can also drop BTC again, depending on the structure. So for now, we just need to observe. No pending order, no instant execution yet on BTC. Let's just calm down. Calm down, guys. Okay, so let's visit GBP USD. On GBP USD, let's go to the higher time frame. So the structure from the daily time frame on GBP USD. Okay, this was the last break of structure. This being the origin. Now I can also see this break of structure here with this particular origin. So we'll go to 4-hour time frame and point out what is happening inside these movements that I highlighted. Okay. First, let's refine this. So let's read the structure because it's a bearish trend at the moment. Okay, so we're just going to focus on the recent structure. So if you check, price just cleared this level, giving us a break of structure to the downside. We have an origin here. Two-hour time frame, we'll refine the origin. 1 hour, we'll refine the origin. Although if you check, price has mitigated this particular order block here. So if you want to wait for it for 1 hour, it will be here. 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes. We can just generally wait for everything here, considering how the other block is looking. And then from 15 minutes, we'll refine to 15 minutes other block, which is at this point. Price is looking very far from it, but that is the ideal point to set a pending order on GU. So we also have to refine this origin here. It's very far. So that of 15 minutes, which will be here. Okay. 15 minutes will be here. So let's go to the current structure. So price is here. You Can leave this pending. Now, this is the current structure we have. On GBP USD, record structure. This being the origin. Another record structure here with this origin here. So why I will not be looking to, or I will not call out a sell from this particular origin is actually because of this other block. I call it stumbling block. So the buyers, they're gathering momentum to break this point. So you can see this stumbling block that's um, the buyers placed here. So price may tap in here, retrace, tap in here, and then break through. So let's just observe what the market may be doing at this point. Although this was a strong rally to the downside, which happened yesterday during New York section. So let's see how it will go today. So on GU, we just need to watch out. Setting a pending order here is, kind of, very unrealistic because price is very far from it. But then let's see what price will do around here. Because if we are trying to sell here, this is where we'll be targeting. Now stop loss a little bit above this point, and then we'll target this point. And that's like 1:7:1 ratio. But then we need to make sure that the sellers are ready to still drop. I'm not comfortable with this here. So let's just calm down and see whether the sellers will pierce through that. If they should pierce through it, it's literally going to give us a change of character because there's an internal, break of structure there, a change of character. Then this point may retrace it. Then we can now drop GU. Okay, so take note of that, guys. For now, don't try to sell. You need to calm down. When analyzing, you get to observe the internal movement because see, there's a break of structure there. And this is the origin. You can see price rejecting from it. So just calm down. If it's ready, I'll let you guys know. Okay, I see US oil in the comment section. So let's look at US oil. Gold traders, what's happening there? Before we look at US oil, let's visit gold again and check. Okay, gold is still dancing around our zone. Now you can see what price is created here. I think an instant execution is ready on gold. You can see what price has created here. Another break of structure like this to the upside. Another break of structure like this. And we have an origin. Let's also check if we're trying to buy this one now. Stop loss will be here. Take profit will be here on XAUSD. So I think we can take a buy on gold considering the stumbling block price is creating because price is ready to break this point. I think we can take a buy on gold now. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Viewing from 5 minutes, it's clearer here. Okay. So what do you guys think? A trade to take or a trade to avoid? Okay, gold is looking very inviting. It's very, very inviting, but then let's still calm down. So say let's wait small. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's wait small. Let's wait small. Let's wait for this our break of structure to happen. But it's looking very, very inviting for an instant execution from here. Then we'll target to this point. Stop loss will just be a little bit below this point. But then having the mind is going to happen. It's just a trade of 1:2 risk to reward ratio, just more like a continuation trend. So even if price wants to retrace, it will be here. But then let's use it to observe on XAUSD. I feel like the buyers are awake. They are awake. So this will confirm our stuff, and then once we get that break, we'll catch the major move. Calm down, calm down. I know someone has placed a buy. Someone has placed. If you've placed a buy, just submit yourself. If you've placed a buy, submit yourself. If you know you've placed a buy, submit yourself here. We know you. You see, yes, yes. Like, why? Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, someone said I'm already in on the buy since last night. Okay, that simply means you entered from here. Nice. We're expecting a push. We want to scatter everywhere. So let's calm down. It's looking very, very inviting, this particular buy, but let's use it for the final confirmation, this break of structure, and then we move. Just calm down, calm down. Just calm down. We'll make money today. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, we wanted to look at US oil, right? Okay. So US oil from the daily time frame, we have this break of structure. See how I'm begging you people to calm down. Calm down, oh, it's your money. As I'm begging you now to calm down. If you lose, it's your money. You are the one that will chop the SL, not me. Oh. Calm down. That we'll all take the trades together. I don't know where you're rushing to. Okay. So US oil, after this break of structure, it created this particular origin here, but you can see price is nowhere near the origin. Instead, we have something going on here. That is from this support level. So now from 4 hour time frame, I can still map it out. Let's get to read what's happening inside here. From 4 hour time frame, what do we have? So after this break of structure, we got change of character. Price starting here, dished out another change of character. Break of structure. Now this is what we have here. Or we can still call this one change of character because it's changed to the downside. So this is what we have here. Internal break of structures here. And then price reacting here. more break of structures. So let's visit 2 hour time frame. Okay, so from 2 hour time frame, you can notice that before price tapped into the supply zone, this was the last break of structure. So let's visit 1 hour. Okay, so from 1 hour, we have price reacting to this origin. I guess more like a continuation trend. 30 minutes, this is what we have. So if we are trying to read the internal structures of 30 minutes, we have price here. So if we're trying to buy again, it will be somewhere here. But now price is reacting to this supply zone. The question will be whether the sellers are ready to drop or whether the buyers are ready to drop, push the markets back up. Okay, now from 15 minutes, this is what we have price has tapped in. So now if we're trying to catch this buy on US oil, let's check. The market has moved already, so let's see if it's too late. Okay, it's a trade of 1:2 risk to reward ratio. Although price has moved, but then if you trade US oil, pay attention to this. If you trade US oil, any retracement to the downside, because there's an internal break of structure. Currently now, the market has dished out some movements in favor of that's like how many pips? Up to 15 pips. So there's an internal break of structure here, and then we now have internal order block there. So this particular push, you can see this was the last break of structure before price tapped in. So this was the last break of structure before price tapped into this order block. So there's a stumbling block here. There's a stumbling block here. So this level may send the market back down into this particular order block for a re-entry. So if you trade US oil, pay attention to this. But if you were able to catch this, this should be your take profit. But if you're not in, don't try to jump in yet. Just calm down. Let's see what price will do here. But then if this level does not, you know, send it back down for a re-entry, it will dish out a new break of structure. We now have to work with the new origin. So one thing about taking your trades, you need to be very, very strategic. So US oil traders, take note. There is no room for trial and error method unless you are just trading with demo. If you're trading with live accounts, you need to be very smart with your entries. So this is a very decent buy. Just take profit at 60 pips. If you are in, hold to this. But if you are not in, don't jump in because price has gone far already. So that is it for US oil. Let's look at USD JPY. Let's look at USD JPY. So for the traders that are up to date, what news are we having today? Let's check the traders that pay attention to their economic calendar. What news are we having today? Any high impact news today? I don't think there is any high impact news today. Okay, I think it's just one. It's tomorrow that we'll have FOMC scattered here and there across different currencies, CAD, USD, and the rest. Okay, so from the daily time frame, we have this break of structure on USD JPY. This origin here, but then price didn't come back to the origin. Then we got this internal break of structure here. So we can leave this one pending as price is reacting to this particular origin. 4 hour time frame. We can also leave this one pending. Okay. So price tapped in, very decent movement at that. We have a resistance level here. Following the most recent structure, we have a break of structure here. And then a break of structure here. So let's visit 1 hour time frame. Now from 1 hour time frame, we also have another break of structure here. There are a lot of unmitigated zones though, including this one here, so we'll just leave this one pending. So we have price here. I'm not interested here and here because they are all positioning as inducement liquidity for me. So this is where we're going to put a trap on USD JPY. Okay. Now stop loss will be somewhere around here. Let's leave it at 7 pips, and then we'll target here the point of reversal or maybe this resistance level. So this one will have USD JPY for today as a trap. All complexes intact. So let's see how it will go. It should be a buy limit. On USD JPY, entry price 147.096. TP is around 186 pips, which will be 148.958. Stop loss that's 7 pips away, which is 146.721. So apply proper risk management. Okay, so let's see how this will go. On UG. So this is what we have on USDJPY. I'll analyze one more pair, and that will be all for today. Before we do that, let's still look at our friend on that is gold. Okay, gold actually tried to break that zone and it retraced. So that simply means this zone is still difficult for it to break. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Although I'm still expecting it to slash on because of this tumbling block, but let's calm down. Something like this happened to me last week where price would just come and pierce everything. So let's calm down. You see what I'm talking about? So let's calm down. But let's keep watching. Let's calm down. Imagine if you entered from here now, you will be smiling in profit. I don't want to view one's profits this week. So let's be strategy. We need that breakout structure. We need that breakout structure. So let's see. Let's see. Then GJ. GJ is looking as if he does not even want to come here, but let's be watching too. If it gets to this support level, you already know the drill. We'll wait for confirmation to see if it's ready to buy. BTC, I'm just waiting for it here. Okay. Um. Okay. I feel like GU is ready to give us something. So GU was able to pierce through this point. You can see the first candlestick rejected from this level. And now this is the second candlestick still rejecting at that point. So GU traders be getting ready. Be getting ready. We need a full break. We don't just need that rejection. We need a full break that will give us a change of character. Just something like this mitigates this one. A little retracement will drop it. Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Okay, so um, UJ, this is what we have. Patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. If we are refining it to um, 15 minutes time frame, is still somewhere there. So this will be the origin here, and then FVG is here. So from 15 minutes, this is where the other block is, but we'll still work with this 1 hour other block. And then if you check from 15 minutes on USDJPY, you also notice that we have something here, but this one will be pending. Let's see what price will do if we should get here. We just have two pending other blocks here. These ones, inducement, we are not interested. We're not interested. So even if market should come there and react, I'll just pay attention to the new structure. But if I want to take a buy, this is where I will wait for it. What I will even be looking out for is, you know, the sell confirmation. But now everything is still very choppy. So let's see how it goes. Same thing is applicable to the 30 minutes time frame and 1 hour where we mapped out our setup from. So let's see how it will go. Let's do the final analysis for today, which would be worth pair. Okay, let's look at USD card. Okay, so I'll say Euro USD. Let's wrap up with Euro USD then. Although Euro USD may be having the same setup with what we have on GBP USD. So let's wrap up with that. Okay. Record structure from the higher time frame. This is the origin. Let's visit 4 hour time frame. Okay, here. So now we need to pay attention to this drop on, Euro USD. So currently this is where price is reacting to the support level here. So from 2 hour time frame, I can already see a tiny break of structure, just like we have on GU. So now from 1 hour, we also have the origin here. 30 minutes. What do we have after this break of structure? Here we got a change of character. 15 minutes. This is it. Now this particular change of character did not come back to the origin that caused the change of character. It's trying to react to this point. It tapped into this point. So we're still going to wait for a little more confirmation to show that the sellers are still in, because price, don't forget that price is reacting to this particular support. So let's point out where the support is from 15 minutes time frame. So it's just more like a weak rejection. So even if we're trying to sell, if we place it at the weak rejection, that would be the take profit. Okay, which is here. So this is what we have. Price reacting from here. The best point to wait for this sell is at this point. Okay. So let's see if the correctional move will bring the market up to this point. And then we'll target. So it will be a trade of 1:5. Stop loss just around 6 pips to catch 34 pips. Okay. So let's see how it will roll. So we can just make it 10 pips or 7 pips like that. So let's see. But then price is, this push up is from support. So we still need to watch how price will react there. So don't rush to put pending order yet. So market is still trying to unfold. Just calm down. But we're looking to, catch a sell at this point, just like we are waiting on GBP USD. So I'll still put an alert here. Let's see what the market will do. So calm down. The market is looking the structure the market is giving us today is very clean. So we just need to calm down and catch clean entries. So coming back to gold, you can see what I'm talking about. price is still reacting to this stumbling block. So which simply means the buyers are ready to break it. Now you can see that drop since the sellers couldn't pierce through. This particular zone is still valid. A break, we push. So let's just calm down. Let's just calm down on gold. GBP okay, it's kind of trying to retrace now. We're not going to do anything unless price will get here or here. Then BTC, the buy is already pushing. So we just need to observe too. Maybe the new structure we can join, or maybe if price should get to this resistance level, we drop BTC today. Okay, GBP USD price are still not giving us. Now, if you check, this is not a bearish momentum. They are still fighting inside here. So if you're trying to sell here, you just want to get locked up inside here, and the momentum is more to the buy side. So price is even looking because this week rejection now it didn't give us a change of character. We can get a change of character now to the upside, and we may even change bias immediately. So hold your bullet, hold your bullet. US oil, so it has rejected off from this point. A retracement from here, we can buy again if you're not in already on this buy. Okay, so be active in all the groups. Be active. Price is still fighting here. Be active. Any action we're going to take, you know how Tuesday is. I will share out setup in all the groups. Okay, I've not placed any trade yet. Any action, I'll let you guys know. So just calm down. Calm down. I know people be asking, "Oh, what am I doing with this towel?" I have cold, like just a little cold, but I'm okay. All right, so let's just calm down and then we'll catch good trades together. So I'm going to end it here. We're going to continue in the group. If you want to message me, let me quickly drop the WhatsApp number, although it is pinned to the description. It is pinned to the description. So you can just message me there. Have in mind that the August class will soon commence, and this week is actually the last week for the enrollments for the August class. So the waiting room is still open, but it will close this week. So if you want to join the August class, if you want to join the VIP group this August, you can go ahead, you know, check the description. You will see the link to the website. Make your payments, choosing any package you want to go for, and then you go ahead and make your payment and get access to the class. Okay, traders, that'll be all for now. We'll go to the group and continue. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. But before we leave, burn the comment section. For most of you that will be looking at this, don't enter gold yet. Calm down. This, you see this buy here is a confirmation to tell us that buyers are in. Even me, I'm not in on the buy, so but just let's calm down. Once we get this break, we are getting in. Okay, bye for now.